So I've been promising a putting lesson or video or whatever to like a bunch of people over the last year, but I haven't been putting well. So I sort of felt like it's not really my place to post a putting video if I'm averaging 33 putts per round. But I had a putting lesson the other day with this putting coach, Jason Goldsmith. He's really, really good, and he has a lot of the same. There are a lot of commonalities between his method and my mental coach, Dr. Parent, their method. So I'm just going to go over just kind of what we worked on and what I'm going to work on for the next, hopefully a long time. Basically, going into the green, I've been using Aim Point, which is, if you haven't checked it out, it's kind of hard to get the information. They don't have a ton of stuff on the internet. It's like, check out Aim Point, but they don't show you what it's about. So it's kind of annoying, and I don't think they want anyone actually to tell their secrets, but I'm going to walk you through what I do as I walk up to the green. So as I'm walking up to the green from the fairway, and please, if you can, walk when you play, don't ride a cart. But if you are walking, when you're walking up to the green, the first thing I do is I find a couple of anchor points or some points on the green that I can use to determine slope. The first one I look for is the high point, the very highest point on the entire green. And then I look for the very lowest point on the entire green. And sometimes those two are kind of enough. Other times, depending on the type of green, there might be, three separate tiers or, not even a tier. There might be sections of the green that are all sectioned off. So if that's the case, then you kind of need to go a little bit more in depth, and I kind of always do anyway. And I try to determine which side of the hole my ball's on. And if this is dark, I'm so sorry. I'm going through a tunnel. But I try to find the section, or on the section my ball is in. I like to see if my ball is above the hole or below the hole. That's kind of the first thing I determine. From there, I have to determine the zero line, which means where is the exact straight downhill or uphill putt, depending on where my ball is or where I am relative to the hole, whether I'm below it or above it. There is a straight putt, either coming straight downhill or going straight uphill. So that's the second thing I do. I determine where that straight putt is. The third thing I do is I determine on that straight putt line, exactly 8 feet from the hole, how many inches below or above the hole is it? So imagine I've got the zero line, this straight uphill putt. It's not where my ball is, but it's where I've determined the straight uphill putt is. Then I go to the side and look at 8 feet away from the hole on that line, how many inches below the hole would I be, or would my ball be if it were on that line? If it's 1 inch below, it's a 1% slope. If it's 2 inches below, 2% slope. 3 inches, 3%. 4 inches, 4%. If it's 5 inches at 8 feet, you can't even putt it, really, probably. So that's kind of might spill my coffee here. That's kind of the next thing. Determine the percentage of slope. The next thing I do is I determine how far my ball is from the hole and its relativity to that zero line. So if is it 30 degrees to the right, 60 degrees to the right, or 30 degrees to the left, 60 degrees to the left, and is it 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet, whatever. Once I have that information, I can now plug those numbers into my aim point, and I have an aim point. As it suggests, I have a point to aim, to which I am able to aim my putter. Now that point is where I want to start the ball, the line I want to start the ball. From there, it's going to continually break and eventually go in the hole. Once I've found the aim point, now my job is to get the ball to roll the right speed into the hole. So this is where the process comes that Jason and I worked so hard on the other day, and that I've been working so hard on the putting green. If you're watching my putting countdown, I'm now I've got 6,900 left to go before I'm at my 10,000 mark. Anyway, now my goal is to walk in. The first thing I have to do is place the putter behind the ball, and I have to aim the putter exactly at my aim point. Now I haven't yet determined if I'm going to use the line on the ball. So far I haven't been using it. I've been kind of happy without it. But I aim the putter directly at my aim point. Then, with my eyes still on my aim point, I take my stance and I square my stance to the aim point, not to the ball, to the aim point. So I'm not looking at the ball yet, I'm still looking at the aim point. Then once I've got my stance squared, I have both hands on the putter. I look from the aim point to the hole to the aim point to the hole, then from the hole back slowly along the line to my ball, and I try to trace that line at the same pace at which my ball will be traveling. So I don't want to like quickly look from the hole back to my ball or really slowly look from the hole back to my ball. I almost kind of just want to, like, at the same pace the ball is going to be rolling, that's the look that I draw my eyes back to the ball. Once my eyes have reached the ball and I let my gaze focus again on the ball, I go ahead and let the stroke go without thinking about mechanics or anything. And then after the putt's gone, I kind of look for the shadow or the afterglow of where the ball once was. And if I can see that, it means that I was confident in my aim and confident in my speed and confident in my stroke. I didn't look up to see where it was going. Again, might spill my coffee, so camera angle is going to get funny. But if that happens, if I can see the afterglow, it means I made a confident stroke. I didn't look up to see where it went, and I didn't, whatever, steer it or whatever you might want to call it. So that's my routine right now, going through the aim point process to get my read, to get my aim point, to be confident in my aim point, then aiming my putter and being confident in my aim. I actually say to myself, fall in love with your aim, fall in love with your aim, fall in love with your aim, until I am in love with my aim. Once I'm in love with my aim, then I trace my eyes back and forth from the aim point to the hole, and then from the hole to the ball, kind of in like the same speed that I would use to putt, and then I let it go. That's it. That's what I'm working on. You're welcome. Have a great day. Adios.